Hi, I'm Eric. I play bass.
And I'm Andrew. I play drums for Rockets the Moon, and you're at Popularity.
How do you feel music fans have been reacting to music?
The Hanson fans?
Just music fans
just
in general. I
music
guess
in
people
general?
watching the show, whether it's your fans or Hanson fans experiencing you for the first time, or
Well, good, I think.
Yeah,
pretty positive.
playing to this crowd, to Hanson, it's pretty much entirely a new crowd for us. Hanson is such like a core group of fans that so that's basically all the people at the show. So they haven't really heard us before, which is cool. They seem to be receiving it quite well.
Yeah. We
It's
haven't had
fun.
any stuff thrown at us lately,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Yeah. No like thumbs down or anything like
Yeah,
that.
no booze.
Yeah.
That's good.
can you talk a bit about the creative approach that you took for the album?
Yeah, we kind of just sat in our drummer's garage and wrote a lot of songs. We didn't have, I guess, any like I don't know. There wasn't like any concept or anything like that behind it. We just tried to write the best songs we could.
Songs about girls.
Yeah, exactly.
What are some of the challenges that you faced during that creative process?
Mostly it was time. Like we were really constricted on time, but we did the record in 2 weeks, which is crazy. But luckily, I think it came out great. And yeah.
What do you hope to achieve with the album?
Sell a bunch of them?
Yeah.
We just want to get it from fans, really. Play as many different kinds of shows as we can. Just get the music out there, try and get it as much exposure as we can, whether it's TV or movies or playing live or film series and shows, whatever. Just get it out there.
We'd really love to be able to go gold.
Yeah.
Because we made a pact with our managers that between all of us too, that we can't eat French fries until we sell 500,000 copies in the U.S.
Yeah.
So we're at a tenth of that right now, I think, right?
Yeah. We got a long way to go. So help us out, buy some records so we can eat some French fries.
Is there a song in particular that you feel most connected to?
On a personal level? My favorite song is On a Lonely Night. My favorite. We just started playing it on this tour for the first time as a band. That's the one I probably have the most personal connection to. I just like it a lot. I like the vibe of the song a lot. My favorite moment of the whole album happens during that song, on the bridge. So
Yeah, I've been, like you said, we just started playing that. We just put that in the set, and I really enjoy playing it too. So I guess that's what I'm most connected with right now. It always changes, like what my favorite songs are.
Yeah.
Have Hanson given you any music industry advice, seeing that now, for the longest time now, they've been doing it for themselves and succeeding?
They haven't so much given direct advice to us, like you said, what to do. It's just they're giving us advice every day in the way that they conduct themselves, in the way they do things, in the way that they run their business. It's really amazing to watch. They've been doing it for so long, and they're so professional, and they're so good at what they do, and they're so good to their fans. That's the most important thing, That's definitely important things to learn, how to maintain that.
What would you say was the most rewarding song to see develop and finally come out?
Definitely, I mean, I guess the most rewarding is like we used to at this point. It's our single right now, and it's actually doing well in the States with radio and stuff. So that's really exciting to just watch that actually happen for the first time for any of us. So it's definitely very cool.
Yeah.
How would you say that you've grown since the record has been completed now?
I don't know. Well, I joined the band right after the record was made, so I think there's a new element to the band now of all of us playing together. It's a different vibe than it was before, And I'd like to think that's a good thing, a positive change, So there's that, and I think we're all, everybody's maturing as individuals by being on tour more, and we're learning from touring with different kinds of bands, So it's a growing process. So it's inevitable that the next record will be different than this one,
What would you say is your favorite song to play live, and which one is the hardest?
See, this is always changing for me. We have a B-side. We just put out a deluxe edition of our record, and we have a B-side on there called "No One Will Ever Get Hurt," and that's definitely my favorite to play right now.
Same here.
As far as the hardest to play,
I don't think any of our songs are hard to play.
Yeah.
From my standpoint, we have them all down pretty well. I think, if you want to put this spin on it, I would say "Like We Used To" is the hardest to play, only because there's a lot of dynamics to the song, and we always, when we play it, we have to play it a lot at different like radio shows and things like that, so we're always paying attention to how people are receiving it, because we know it's an important song in the set because it is our single, so you think about it a little more than you would think about certain other songs, I think. So in that regard, it makes it harder to play, I guess, because there's more pressure to play it and play it well, you know.
I mess up a lot, but that's just because I'm spacing out, I think. But yeah,
Time wanders, you know.
Nothing's too difficult, really. So.
How do you measure your own success?
I think there's the obvious ways of looking at your sales, you know, but I think just gauging the reaction of fans at shows, and the ultimate way is to do a headline tour, which we're going to do next year at some point, hopefully early next year, and that'll be the real way to gauge, you know, how many people will come just to see you. So, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Are there any songs that turned out, well, I guess for you to answer, are there any songs that turned out differently than you initially thought that they would?
Yeah, for sure. We think, just like with a couple of the songs that we wrote prior to going in the studio, they like completely changed 100%. Like another one of the B-sides on our deluxe edition changed a lot. Like it's called When I'm Gone. We added like trumpets and all this crazy stuff to it, so that definitely panned out a little different than I expected it to. That's probably the most, you know, significant change.
What emotion do you wish to evoke the most from people that listen to music?
I would say happiness.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it makes me happy to look out while we're playing and see kids smiling or having a good time. Like, I mean, I don't want to look out and see people crying. Like that's powerful. It's cool if our songs like touch them, you know, so much. But I'd much rather see them having a good time and, you know, enjoying themselves, because that makes me happy as well.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the Readers of Popularity?
Come to any of our shows if we're in your area. And
I got one. On October 5th, we're putting out a record, actually an EP, on iTunes. It's called the Rainy Day Sessions. So please check that out on October 5th. It's a 5-song EP with. What we did is we collaborated with these two sisters, Rebecca and Megan Lovell. They were called the Lovell Sisters. Now they're called Larkin Poe, but they're just really, really talented sister group, and they play guitar, mandolin, dobro, violin, all this amazing stuff. They're really, really talented, and they kind of have like a folk bluegrass country vibe going on. So we redid 4 of our songs with them. And we recorded it live in a room with this guy Dan Hannon, who's a really great producer, and then we did a cover of Single Ladies by Beyonce, but turned it into like a folk song. So we're all pretty stoked about how that all came out, so we'd love for everybody to check that out on October 5th. And you can also get our deluxe edition of the record on iTunes and hear those songs that are you know, now added to the record, which we playing so much, so we think you'll like them too.